To see what happens with the fretboard disposition and the help, the advantage that the radius gives to that. Okay, so to observe the movement. Because the very roundness of the thing, it makes another world happen, because we never used guitar players to this thing, to this advantage. Like you see here, how is it the thing? So with the radius feature, so the hand stays how it is, round. Nobody has the flat finger here. It's rare. There are the square fingers somehow, but so you see, because of this roundness, and the finger is round too, so that helps a lot. Also notice how much you need to press here to get the note in this fretboard. Do you see? This is as close to electric guitar as it can ever be in the history of Spain. With quite easy you can do things like that. You reach just easily, because this doesn't happen when the consistency of the whole instrument is not there. But in the flat thing, which I played for 35 years, so I know flat, it's not necessary to know that flatness may have its advantages, but this thing, coming from the idea of the violin, and what it brings to have this thing, you play just one chord like normal, and you all of a sudden feel, yeah, this is the normal thing to do, after such an effort to get just things which are already difficult, but nobody should say, well, you know, it's normal, or no, I am beginner, that's why I have pen in the hand, or the things. This is the wrong answer. Paco said this, because we have to be, that's why we need to be in comfort, are not used to the unnecessary, or instead of trying to open to what guitar can enhance your playing, and there are guitars which can maximize your sound, right? And you can really be sounding much better, but if you have the wrong measurements, the wrong size, the wrong design, or the wrong thing, or the wrong scale, then it's not a good idea. So for every technique, precise. The hand will be much more. You can hold this chord, which is makes them difficult to do this thing. If you don't have the shape like that, we have to be pressing against in vertical form with a round object against the fretboard, and then people think, well, I'm not talented, something like that. This happens all the time. That's why I suggest this title, that it's not you, it's the guitar you play, or the science, or the design, or the techniques you are trying to play in certain instruments. Like if I try to use the rock heavy metal guitar for flamenco and do the ending of the request, this thing. ¿Cómo es eso? But if you see what the difficult is the bar already, and how the bar becomes one with your finger in the radius feature. Look at this. It becomes really one. So with the left hand, I can sustain it. Good luck in the world of the past of nylon string guitar. It is highly revolutionary for many reasons. Not a small one, the fact that it was the first, and it is still the first guitar and the only one with a maple fretboard in Spain. But this thing here, because all evolution of flamenco, and Paco de Lucia himself evolved through the contact to electric guitar. Electric guitar evolved so much more than nylon, because narrow-minded fellows took the leading voice. Then since the time Paco had to go out of his own country to live to other places, to the exile, to Mexico, and he went in 1978 or 9 and died there in Mexico, composed all his music there, etc. So now imagine if I go with arpeggios like I can just spell it by the easy way that it goes around the stuff instead of this, right? So of course, a better thing is that just like when there is no quality in a guitar, the only thing left to talk about is price. But when there is quality and highest quality, then the price doesn't matter, really. And same way, if you read why it is a joy that has no price playing guitar, and if when you will enjoy it really, right? I point there because I live at 2 blocks from the Conservatorio of Malaga, and then these fellows there, and many other classically influenced people there. Most of them bureaucratic fellows, not real classics, but for bureaucratic fellows, they don't like to have a comfortable life. So then, therefore, guitar got stuck, and in Spain, in 100 years, it was never done anything new on anything. They were doing the same of the same of the same of more of the same of what they didn't know was even the same anymore. They didn't could see it because they were so much into it that they couldn't see it. Then, thanks to the inspiration of Paco and to AG and to the great collaboration of mind and spirit there, and that Paco appointed me in AG to give this feedback and for all their innovation and their leading edge thing, like this fact. I remember, 15 years ago, it was difficult in Spain to make understand for normal players. I mean, the thing, no. Because here I don't have to force my hand into a certain shape. It's a great experience, and I have, I bought one to learn to play all the thing cutaway, and that's also radius. So this radius thing, very revolutionary stuff, very, and it does not interrupt your playing other guitars, because if you already have, people will have two, and that's why I said that about buying guitars, because the more you try to not buy another, if you really know that the price is nothing compared to the joy you have by playing it. But if you know that, then you will buy another, and this is very good because we need to have different things. So even if you like flat, look, I play 40 years flat guitar, what did you say, and of any brand that you can imagine. But really here, also for the chords. For the rasgueo, for everything, to have this balance. It's amazing. It was never imagined that it could be getting there, but in fact, Paco himself said, I recorded with John McLaughlin and with Chick Corea and El Di Meola to learn how to play in other way and how I could define my style as an improviser in flamenco, or bring improvisation to the flamenco world as well, all that. So taking from electric guitar, because maple fretboard was done in electric guitars, but we players of nylons, and we never played because we need a nylon string guitar, and then therefore it was until AG did this, and with 15 different materials. But it's like having a piano. Being the guitar the only really polyphonic instrument, and an instrument for accompaniment. So it's so easy to roll the hand, and this is 660 of Mr. Felix, and thank you so much for the courtesy of him and of AG, because this is a very particular guitar, but you can have it in model 1944, because this is a super guitar. And then about the system inside, and that you don't really know, but this reduce thing I wanted to clear up for what it is, and for what the rasgueo will do also. Because you can have one note as target. You know, one from 2 notes, 3, 4. And the whole guitar, right? But because the range, this is like this, and actually the movement itself is round, so it helps so much. Same with the fingers. Because now I just move the hand like this and I get other range. Incredible. Incredible done, incredible design, this reinvention, the thing. First guitar in Spain was also a different bridge, other than the same, what they don't know is the same. And then what to speak of this sublime combination of this top with the wood, with the with the fretboard, with what it is, the box inside, the transmission of sound with this thing, and the reproduction of the Barbero line, of which only, this is a guitar came from heaven. So thank you very much. Thanks to you.